Chris, how big is the Cavs story locally with the drama as opposed to how it's being presented nationally?
6'2", 205. All right, now we got that out the way.
All right.
DP, look, it's a situation locally to where expectations are not being met. This team is comprised of a bunch of talented individuals who, for some reason or another, cannot collectively put it all together on a consistent basis. They got rid of the head coach. Felt like that was the problem. He was a scapegoat. He's out of here. This is the coach management wants. This is the coach the players want. But it's still the same results, still the same shortcomings. Although the record is very well, number one in the Eastern Conference, very well. And I said this before, it's just a talented bunch of individuals. But when you look at over there on the west side, Golden State, San Antonio Spurs, that's where you're seeing real championship contending teams. So here, I think what is being shown and what's being told here locally is that this is a team that are not meeting expectations, and while the record may suffice in the grand scheme of things, they do not line up or match up with the Warriors or the Spurs.
LeBron had a quote where he said, these guys shouldn't be feeling the pressure. If we don't win, the blame's going to be on me. I'm paraphrasing here. Do you agree with that it's all going to come back to LeBron, that Kyrie and Love and everybody else won't take the blame?
Yeah, no doubt. I think he's 100% right on that. They're going to take some blame, but look, if LeBron does not bring a championship to Cleveland, after coming back and making amends for how he left abruptly, 5 years ago, if he does not win a title during his time, his legacy will be stained. It will be ruined. This would be the ultimate dream scenario come true if he could win a title. The city hasn't experienced a championship in over 50 years. And so this is the ultimate picture. This is the ultimate narrative. If he doesn't, Kevin Love won't feel the sting as much. Kyrie won't feel the sting as much. They're still young enough to where even if they go to another team, they'll probably be able to get a title in their hands. This is championship bust right now for LeBron James. He has about a 3-year window. Some people don't even want to give him 3, but I'm going to give him about a 3-year window to try to get this done. So, yeah, I do think most of the blame is going to go on him.
What are they missing on the floor?
Continuity. I wrote about this DP the other day, man. I keep harping back to this. It seems like it's a collection of individuals because you got all of these players, a lot of these players in their different brands. They're doing out, they're selling this, they're promoting this, doing that. They use the platform, as much as they can to try to get their off the court endeavors, out there to the public. You don't see that with Golden State. You don't see that with San Antonio. Their whole motivation is about winning the title. And then all the other accolades, all the other off-the-court rewards, they'll come. I think this team is not in the right frame of mind when you're talking about team unity. And there's an intangible missing. Like I said, I think their record is a byproduct of the talent that they have, and especially just being in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
But I think that's really what it is, Dan.
Is Kyrie not happy there?
Look, I think it's overblown to say he's not happy and he wants to get out of Cleveland. I think that's saying or doing too much. But yes, he is struggling in his role to find consistency every night. He's a point guard. He's a point guard who dominates the ball. But when you're playing alongside LeBron James, who also dominates the ball, he's going to have that ball. He's going to have that rock. So it's a struggle. Kyrie is used to flourishing and playing without any barriers. When you play with LeBron James, and now you do have Kevin Love as well, you got to play within a certain confines. And so if you go out of that box, you're disrupting chemistry. You're stepping on the foot of Kevin Love and LeBron James. So it's a struggle for him because he plays so freely, and that's how he thrives. But he just has to learn to play within the confines of the system. So he's struggling in that role, and I think that's what probably has gotten out. And I think when it got reached out to the public, I think more was told that really isn't reality.
He's Chris Haynes. He covers the Cavaliers for the Cleveland Plain Dealer, also for Cleveland.com, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. More likely to not be there next year, Kyrie or Kevin Love?
That's a good one. I would have to say, if you would have asked me this a month ago, I would have said by far Kevin Love, because he was obviously the one that was in trade rumors, names, But as of right now, I would have to say Kyrie, because when you look at it, LeBron James, when you have LeBron James, who is arguably the best player or even top 2 player, you really can't have another ball-dominant guy around him. Even Dwayne Wade was ball-dominant, but people forget Dwayne Wade is one of the best players in moving without the basketball, cutting, getting 8 points off of back doors and slippers. Kyrie's not that guy. And to tell you the truth, they really don't have a guy on this team who moves well without the basketball. Everybody stands. Like even when they're passing the ball and moving and they're trying to zip that ball around like San Antonio, The difference is San Antonio have guys slipping back door, moving out the ball. They don't have that in Cleveland. They have space, but no movement. And that's part of the problem. So to answer your question, DP, as of right now, I think Kyrie would be probably the first one to go out of the big 3.
Yeah, you bring up a great point about moving without the ball, and they do seem to stand around and wait for the other guy to almost, hey, is LeBron going to shoot it? Oh, he's not. He's going to throw it to me. Okay, now I get a chance to do something. By the time it gets from LeBron to Kyrie and then to Kevin Love, if that happens, and then it's not going to go anyplace else, he's going to take a shot. I wonder, now, they don't have a Draymond Green kind of player, and obviously he's a great player, but I'm talking about the guy who every single night goes, what do you want me to do? And I'll do it, and I'll do the dirty work for you. They need some of those people, players that kind of do all the ancillary stuff, not being a star. Draymond Green's become a star because he's proven he can do everything. He can be a 1 through a 5 and shoot a 3 and guard a big man and mix it up, and Cavaliers don't have a personality like that.
Not at all. They don't have a personality like that, and they don't have an emotional leader like that.
Yes.
I think LeBron James takes on too much of a role. Like, they are too reliant on his skill set, his leadership ability, all of that. I'll tell you one guy. He's definitely not a Draymond Green, but when they had Kendrick Perkins last year, that guy, he was an emotional leader, and not only that, he's not going to be somebody that's going to play a lot of minutes. But when things got tough, when they were pushing guys around on the Cavaliers, David Blatt would insert Kendrick Perkins, and within a minute, Kendrick Perkins is laying somebody out on the floor. They don't have an enforcer like that. They were highly pissed. I knew this for a fact. They were highly ticked off this team when the team didn't re-sign Kendrick Perkins, and they ended up picking up over the summer Sasha Khan, a 29, 30-year-old rookie who has not really played at all, and I don't really think he's ready for the NBA. So he's collecting about $2 million right now a season and not even playing. Kendrick Perkins would have been brought back for the veterans minimum. Players I know for a fact, I talked to, they were highly ticked off about that and not bringing him back, because it wasn't about his numbers. It was what the intangible, the emotional leadership, and the enforcing role that he brought to the team. So you're darn right on that, DP. They do not have that type of a Draymond emotional leader or somebody that's just going to do it all from night to night.
Chris, it gives you something to write about. Always great to talk to you again. Chris Haynes, who he covers the Cleveland Cavaliers for the Cleveland Plain Dealer. Thank you, Chris. 62205.
That's right.
Thank you, Chris. All right.